Hello Aquarius, I'm Jen with Timeline Tarot, and I'm here with your What's the Tea Tarot reading for the week of June 2nd, 2024. I'd like to begin the reading by thanking you very much for helping me to achieve 1,000 subscribers. I know in the world of YouTube that isn't a lot, but when I started posting these videos less than 60 days ago, it was my goal to reach 1,000 subscribers by my birthday on June 3rd, and I'm very grateful that the 400 plus videos that I put out there in that 2-month time resonated with you enough for you to subscribe to my channel and help me reach my goal. So for that, I want to thank you very, very much for helping me. I'm glad that I'm able to be part of your journey, and in turn, you're a part of mine, and I'm very grateful for that as well. This week's reading is going to be a little bit different. I'm going to use the What's the Tea Oracle deck as I normally do, and yes, I will clarify them with tarot, but this week, I want to add a card from the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck. I've been working with this deck now for a couple of weeks. I love the energy feel to it, and it vibes very well with the What's the Tea Oracle deck. Now, during your pre-shuffle, the Resistance card kept popping out, and for me, it's maybe some of you are finding a difficult time accepting a particular situation or outcome. We'll see if that card or that message comes through, but I felt it must be important to the collective because the card kept coming out. So it's almost like you are resisting something, or someone in your energy is resisting something. So just keep that in mind. Please remember, this is a collective general reading. That means it's not individualized or personalized, and therefore not every message that comes through today will resonate with you. And if that's the case, it's okay. It just means it's meant for another Aquarius watching. My hope, though, is that we can hop onto your timeline and give you some insight for the week ahead. So with all that said, let's begin. Tapping into the Aquarius collective now for the week of June 2nd. What do they need to know? What do they not see coming? And what do they need to prepare for? For Aquarius, one more shuffle here, please, and thank you. First up, we have uninterested. You could be uninterested in a particular situation, conversation, relationship. Ego. Someone's ego could be bruised or hurt. Again, this is, for me, reminiscent with that that card that kept coming up of like resisting, like not wanting to accept something. Something could occur here this week to bruise your ego or bruise someone's ego is very close in your energy. And then we have romantic love affair, sex fix, sex lover, or maybe just some intimate moments with your significant other. Bottom of tarot, I always say that's what you don't see coming. Bottom of this deck are issues you may have to contend with, but to a lesser degree. Carless, some of you, yes, could be experiencing some issues with your automobile. Sometimes this card also resonates as having mechanical or some kind of breakdown issue with an appliance or an electronic. This could also mean that something is coming in very fast, very quickly for you, as these cars on the photo are actually speeding down the roadway. So you could have some incoming communication this week that you are not expecting, or possibly even a visitor. Too busy winning. So whatever's going on here, whatever you're uninterested in, or perhaps your ego is bruised by, it looks like you are just moving forward, too busy winning. And I absolutely love that attitude for a fellow air sign. And then thief. Yeah, someone in your energy, or you could feel robbed of something this week. It's some type of emotional, spiritual, physical loss, or maybe lost something, lost an opportunity, lost a job, something like that. So if it's not you, it's someone close in your energy. Let's see, what's the Heart's Hidden Secrets deck have for you? One card, please, for the Aquarius collective. One card, please. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. We have Trapped. You are, again, someone in your energy could be feeling stuck, tied down, almost like held captive by a particular situation, relationship, outcome. We'll definitely see what Tarot has to say. Emotional storm. Turmoil, unstable, affected. Something's definitely happening this week. Influences, attachments, third parties, that for some of you involved with multiple lovers or a secret lover, there could be something coming out this week about that. And then you have distracted, sidetrack, change, delays. Yeah, there's definitely something happening here this week. Almost running, I don't want to say running you off path. Stalling is the word. Stalling movement for you this week. Let's see what this is all about. Let's get into tarot. Excuse me. For the Aquarius collective, please clarify uninterested. One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Uninterested, clarified by the Magician. Why the Magician for uninterested? One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Further clarified by the Hangman and the Eight of Pentacles. Ego. What's with the ego this week? Ego getting in the way of a relationship. Ego being hurt by loss. Why the ego? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Clarified by the King of Wands. Why the King of Wands? For her ego. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Well, these two cards came out. The World card and the Three of Swords. Something's definitely ending this week for some, either for you or someone close in your energy. There's a closeout of a cycle, and it's going to be heartbreaking. King of Wands could be very egoic, and perhaps this loss for this individual could send them spiraling. I'm not picking up that this is you, Aquarius, but let's see what other messages come through. Romantic love affair. Please tell me more about romantic love affair. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Romantic love affair, clarified by the Ace of Swords. Why the Ace of Swords? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. Ace of Swords, further clarified by Judgment and the Emperor. Trapped. Why is trapped here? For the Aquarius Collective. One more shuffle, please, and thank you. Trapped, clarified by Five of Swords. Why the Five of Swords for trapped? One more shuffle here, please, and thank you. And that is for, they're clarified by Queen of Swords and Ten of Wands. Bottom of the deck, Ace of Wands, the Empress, there's your counterpart, and the Hermit, Five of Cups. I like that the Five of Cups is immediately followed by the Star card. Five of Cups deals with loss. The Star card deals with healing. Something big, lots of big movements in your energy this week, Aquarius. Let's break it all down here one by one for you. Uninterested. First, let me give you the signs. These are the signs of individuals you may be dealing with this week. If you don't recognize the sign as a person, don't immediately reject the message. Some of us are not, or some of you are not familiar with your birth chart. Just because, let's say, you're born January 21st to February 19th doesn't mean that Aquarius is the only thing that resonates with you. Well, where was the moon when you were born? You know, where were other placements? And so sometimes, like, I'll give you an example for myself. I'm a Gemini sun. I was born in June. In fact, my birthday is this week. But the moon was in Scorpio when I was born. My ascending is Aquarius. My north node is Sagittarius. So, you know, we don't know the birth chart of every single person in our energy. And therefore, if you see a sign or hear a sign here that you're like, oh, no, that's not my person, I wouldn't be so quick to dismiss it, because you may not be familiar with everyone's birth chart, and you may very well not even be familiar with yours. So take these like a grain of salt. If they fit, they fit. And if they don't, just don't worry about it. We have a Gemini. We have Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Aries again. Libra, Taurus. Virgo, Aquarius. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Take all of that, how that resonates for you. The first thing we have here is there's a situation here this week that you are being, you're sort of suspending yourself in. There's something happening around you. This is not happening to you. This is external to you, but it's affecting you. Could be affecting a friend group, a family member, and you're sort of trying to look at all angles, I believe, before making a decision. It's like you're working. You're working hard to see the big picture. You're working hard here to be enlightened. I almost feel like you are uninterested in what's happening. I hate to say it that way. It's like for the first couple of days of the week, you are working. Eight of Pentacles, Hangman. Okay, I'm going to work to learn more about this. I'm going to work to see this from a different perspective. And then there's a party that's just like, you know what? I'm uninterested. It is what it is. It doesn't really have anything to do with me. I have to continue manifesting the life I want. So I sort of feel like it's a little bit of a hiccup for you beginning of the week. Something happens to someone very close in your family. It could be a spouse, a partner, family member, someone you share a household with, maybe one of your children, grandchildren. Again, take it how it resonates. And yeah, for a minute there, you're like, I want to see this in a different way. But you quickly drop it. Like you quickly drop it. It's just like, you know what? I'm uninterested. I got to get back to work. I have a lot to do. And I sort of see you using your powers and skills or tools, etc., to just continue on with whatever it is you were working on. This is not happening to you. This is external to you. I think it's just affecting you from the outside. Ego. You have now the King of Wands. Yes, could be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is definitely a masculine. Could be a feminine. We all have feminine, masculine energy. Some days I'm a little bit more feminine, and other days I'm, doing stuff that requires me to be more in my masculine energy. So, but this is an individual very much in their masculine energy, regardless of their gender role, okay? The King of Wands, natural born leader, visionary, entrepreneur, sees things out of the box. Maybe honors bestow this person. This person could be very well known. They look good. They smell good. They take care of themselves. They're very charismatic. Like I said, they could own a business, a company, something like that. This person is having something end for them this week. Again, Aquarius, I don't believe this is you. This is heartbreak for this person. There's a chapter in their life coming to a close. I don't mean the person's passing away or anything like that. This person could be losing their job. This person could be losing their marriage. Maybe they were in the process of purchasing a home and the sale fell through, or they were selling their home and the sale fell through. Perhaps they are an entrepreneur or a business owner and they receive bad news this week. They have to close the business or lay people off. This could be a really big dent to this individual's ego. Again, I don't believe this is you. I think this is something you are witnessing. And because of what this person is going through, the reason why it's coming up in your reading is because they're close enough in your energy that what they're experiencing will affect you. Their ego being bruised by whatever cycle this is closing out for them is going to get in the way of your relationship with them. So I'm hearing white glove. White glove. I think you have to handle this person with white gloves, meaning carefully, like when you have very nice, expensive furniture delivered. And they're going to deliver not just to your front door like an Amazon box or something like that, but they're going to actually like bring it into your home and unpack it and set it up, maybe assemble the bed or whatever piece of furniture that is. When it's high quality, they say included is white glove service, meaning they don't want to leave any fingerprints on it. They're very delicate with it, very professional. I almost feel the message that I'm receiving is that you're going to have to wear white gloves with this person, like a handle with care. Otherwise, you have the possibility that the rage or anger or ego issue that they're dealing with this week, they could turn that on you. And then you'll have this big blowout, Five of Swords, conflict fight with them. You could say some pretty nice, not nice things to them and turn your back to them. So I would be very mindful of that you have someone whose ego is being bruised. Could be a spouse, like losing a job, excuse me. School is out for a lot of you, but for others of you, it isn't, depending on where you live in the world. But let's say final report cards come in for your child, and it's not that good, and their ego is bruised, or they're a senior and they want to go off to college, but now they just received some letter that says they have not been accepted to the university of their choice, or there's something like that where someone close in your energy is experiencing a loss. And if you're not careful with how you handle them this week, they could take it out on you, take their rage out on you. So just be mindful of that. Romantic love affair, sex fix, secret lover. Could mean that there's, a secret lover here, a third party. I'm honestly not really seeing this in the cards, but I'll read it two ways just in case some of you are. The first way I want to read this is that you and your significant other, this is specifically if you are partnered, okay? So if you're currently partnered, whether you're living with someone, you're just dating them, you're married, there's a very honest conversation that occurs this week between you and your divine counterpart. I have the Emperor here and I had the Empress here at the bottom of the deck. There's almost like a judgment call being made to have this conversation, either to take the relationship to a higher level of commitment, to maybe, I was going to say inject sex, that's kind of funny. Inject. Uh, bring back intimacy. There's something like that has been lacking in the relationship. Could be intimacy, could be conversation, date nights, but there's this discussion to rebirth the relationship. So for those of you in separation, that could mean reconciliation. For others of you where you are happily dating, living, married to someone, engaged, whatever that is for you, there is some discussion here on maybe how to reignite the spark or take the relationship to a higher level of commitment. For those of you who are single, you will be victorious, the majority of you, in finding someone, and this person is your divine counterpart, meaning they're not just a karmic and they're not just a soulmate. This is the person you are meant to be with. This person is strong, stable, solid, could be a little bit older than you, possibly a business owner. This individual is an authority figure in their life. They have a very solid foundation. So if you are looking for love, absolutely get out there this week. Of course, be safe as always, but tremendously good possibility to meet your next lover, which actually becomes a life partner for you. Trapped was clarified by the 5 of Swords, the Queen of Swords, and the 10 of Wands. I'm really picking up that this has a lot to do with this individual whose ego is hurt. You might be trapped in a situation of having to deal with them, perhaps because you live with them. They're your roommate, they're your one of your parents, they're a family member, they're a spouse, they're a child. Again, take it how it resonates. It's almost like you're captive, right? You can't run away from them. If you do, it's temporarily. You have to come back home, and that's where they are also. I really need you, again, to be very mindful of your words to this person. You are an air sign, and you are very communicative by nature, right? Quite the intellectual, but you're also one of the more honest signs. But sometimes, and let's be honest now, I'm an air sign too, I'm a Gemini. Sometimes our communicative nature, to be honest and truthful, sometimes we don't wear white gloves on our tongue. Like sometimes we are not careful with what we say. We think we're being honest, and we are, but sometimes our honesty comes with a little bit of a callousness or not very much compassion. So again, be very mindful. This person has a tremendous responsibility on them this week. Something, like I said, has come to an end, or didn't come to fruition, or didn't work out exactly how they intended it or hoped it would. It's a very stressful, I was almost going to say season. I don't know why just the word season came to me, but it's a stressful time for them. There was something they wanted to achieve that they were unable to achieve. Promotion, a new job, a home that they wanted to buy fell through. It's imperative that you are, especially if you share living space with this person, to be careful about the words you say, because it can very quickly escalate to the 5 of Swords, which is a lot of conflict, tension, grief, strife. Lots of fighting. Could involve up to 5 people here, with the 5 being on the card. You being this Queen of Swords, even if you're a masculine, it's almost like you say very harsh truths to this person, but again, you're not soft about it. You end up turning your back on this person. In other words, this can get really ugly. So I just want you to be very, very mindful of that. For those of you who are looking to open up a new business, this is not a good week for you to open up a new business. You may be wanting this new creative endeavor to be launched. You could be very passionate about it, something you've worked on, you have this source of inspiration to do it. You want this new beginning in terms of this creative project. Could be a new job, starting a business, a side gig. Take that how it resonates for you. This is not the week to do it. If you begin a new financial endeavor this week, it will end disastrously for you. For some of you, in less than 3 weeks, and it kind of closes out the cycle, especially if you're doing it online with that world card, meaning World Wide Web. So I would hold off a week if you're looking to do anything in terms of a new business online. For those of you that communicate online regularly for work or for networking purposes, again, I would be very careful about what you say. Yes, you are an intellectual. Yes, you have original thoughts. Yes, You are very honest, but again, communications this week for you, all your swords here are in the negative. So communication could be a bit challenging for you this week, Aquarius. So again, I would watch what you say online and watch what you say to people, specifically those that you live with or in very close proximity with, who may be incurring a loss this week. But that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope that this was helpful. If this message resonated with you or you want to claim part or all of it as your own, please be sure to click like, share, and subscribe. And until I read for you again, I'm wishing you light, love, and peace.